Ain't no way, boy.
Look at this decky, boys! Look at this decky, boys! Woo!
Get him! Get him!
I'm coming, Fridge. Drop that anchor.
It's dropped, and I already killed one of them.
All right,
Holy! They had a barrel on here, and I just blew it up with a firebomb by accident.
All right, I'm coming. It's all right. I'm coming in for angle to blast him. So.
Oh, this boat's.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can't say that anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Hey, man.
Boat is dolphin noises.
Are you already recording?
Yeah, I'm recording. Welcome back to the Meme Of Thieves podcast. I was stranded on Old Faithful Isle for about a year, and Fridge and BD rescued me, and now we're back.
It's hard looking for booty.
Yeah.
On faith.
Dude, they found
It
some
was the only
booty.
treasure we found.
They found some booty. It wasn't the booty they wanted, but it was the booty they got. So
We liked it.
Yeah, it's like a crusty
saw it.
barnacle. It stuck to us.
it did. But long story short, we are going to do the podcast again. It's pretty awesome. I took a long break from the social media. I knew Fridge from before. You guys know Fridge. You love Fridge. BD, I met in a dive in a weird way. We were diving solo, and he literally just sent me a message. Actually, you said it on the megaphone. I think you were like, you can sink me or we could roll for it, but I'm not fighting.
Yep.
That's one way to. That's
Pretty
one way
much.
To kick
And,
things off.
Anyway, so I invited him to a voice chat. We've pretty much been sailing together ever since. But
Yeah.
with that being said, I'm looking forward to doing this. What about you guys?
Oh, 100%.
Totally. You made me sound like I suck at PvP though.
Well, you don't.
You're good with a cannon.
Yeah,
Does that make you feel better?
You're good with cannons. You're pretty good at PvP.
Yeah, you are.
You know, whatever's gonna stroke your ego. So we'll keep doing this podcast together. I guess I'll say.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for.
So, here's the thing, right? A lot has changed, obviously, since episode 4 of the podcast. The last time we did the podcast, we talked about the adventures had just kind of kicked off. There's been a million of them since then. I haven't really played any of them. But today, we're going to talk about the idea that every time you get sunk, it's not hacking, but sometimes it is.
That's true.
There's a lot of get good in the whole hacking concept here.
There is, I think. Well, okay, all right. Let's together. How many years have we
Like
played?
missing harpoon shots right there.
Right.
I've been playing since day one.
Okay, so
I've
you've
been playing since day one. Hang on. Wait, Fridge and I have something for this. Fridge, get your eye of reach.
Ooh, my eye of reach.
Mm-hmm.
I also have the eye
So
patch.
obscure things for the viewers. Can you see what it says?
launch crew. All right, so
It says launch crew.
all right, they've been playing since day one. I've been playing for about, I don't know. I'm gonna say like 1 month. The anniversary is when I started playing. So I've played a long time. And chances are, if you've been playing a week and you run into us, you are going to get sunk. I'm not saying every time,
Quick.
but I'm saying a lot of times. And it's because we're veterans of the Sea of Thieves and you're a noob. And that's okay. I guess what I'm saying
It's
is
okay.
you get sunk, and sometimes you don't get sunk because of cheating. Sometimes you just get sunk because you suck. And that's probably like the most popular thing to say, but I'm not going to lie to you. I'm the tough love kind of guy. I hate people who post meg pics. If you're, there's actually a few things I hate. If you go to Instagram, you follow Meme Of Thieves, you can see them. I hate double gunners because they have small PPs. I hate people who have killed the Shrouded Ghost because it's fake. They haven't killed it, and if they have killed it, I don't care. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see your stupid meg pictures. And
I have literally open crewed, got onto the tavern, and saw the guy's Shrouded Ghost title, and back to back out of the game. I'm like, nope,
Exactly.
not sailing with
I
this
have a
person.
friend who played for like a week and he got it. Like boom. The other thing that I hate is playing with people
It's like
who
a Yeti.
right. The other thing I hate is when you are playing with a crew of people and they basically it's because they were being hacked. That's why I guess I put that storage crate down too early. Um, that's why you got sunk, right? You were being hacked. So
Yeah, there's no way possible. There's pirates on the seas that are better than you.
right. So just I
We've
guess what
been
I'm
doing
saying
this
is
longer.
you gotta sometimes you gotta examine your skill level, examine what happened. There's a lot of explanations. Like sometimes you get a little lag. Sometimes somebody's really freaking good and you're not willing to admit that to yourself. Sometimes things just happen in this game because it's bonkers. Like the game is borked.
Yep.
Sometimes you'll just be sailing along and then your ship just floats off into Neverland like it's got pixie dust on it.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah,
you
we had one time where we were invading a crew, and as we were climbing on their ship, that thing got launched literally halfway across the map with me on it.
right. The other thing that happens is you could fire yourself off to an island and be trapped in a log or a rock or a pirate ship, or you fire yourself out of a cannon and you're spontaneously on the bottom of the ocean. That's happened. So the game is buggy, and that is some of it. With that all being said and taken into consideration, there are people who are cheating on this game.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It happens. We've encountered them for real with undeniable proof.
Yeah, I've got videos of people teleporting.
Hey,
Um,
disappearing was
yeah.
the coolest one that I saw.
yeah,
Like shrouding camouflage.
my favorite one is when they're just like all hot micing and doing it, like just open about it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like hit reg has kind of been a thing for a while, especially in arena mode. Like it was a big deal. Hit reg is it's real. Like sometimes you shoot somebody, and they don't take damage. You know, like just just how the game goes.
I know they've been complaining about that since day one. That's like the most annoying. Like no matter what post anybody makes from Rare or Sea of Thieves, somebody's always, "Hey, I'll fix hit reg." I'm like, this is
It's
a thing.
always
There's nothing. It's not going to change. The game's been going on for 5 years. Get over it. Get good. Shoot them twice. I mean,
Right,
I don't know.
shoot them 2 times. This is so this is kind of interesting. I did a little Google because that's hard to do, you know.
Uh-oh.
And-
hang on 1 second.
Google monster.
Let me throw this out there. The Tome of Power 5, the one that I've been looking for since day one, or since they released them, anyway. It's in this chest. We got to go sell it.
Nice. Let's go do it. So I did a little Google, and basically, let's see. I'm gonna get this video to play. If you're on YouTube, you can go check it out. This is like wallhacks.com or something like this. This is literally what the hacks look like from this place. I don't know. Interestingly enough, I don't understand it. I don't understand why you wouldn't just take the time to get good at something. Maybe it's just like my personality, but like on the screen right now, you can literally see a circle and telling you exactly where to aim the cannon. And I'm going to tell you right now, with a controller, I could still not hit that circle that it's telling me to hit. Like,
Yeah.
it's got a circle on the screen. You got to put your little dot on the circle, like, which I guess you get the dot, which you don't have regular normally in Sea of Thieves. But I'm telling you right now, I still couldn't use this cheat with a controller. Which, by the way, we're all console players.
I'm also going to tell you just exactly. I was about to say that every single one of us right here on this crew right now have played on console pretty much exclusively.
Yes.
I don't. Actually, I do understand. I shouldn't say I understand. And when I say understand, I don't mean I'm saying we should do it or I accept the excuse. I'm saying I get why people cheat because people don't want to take time to get good at anything.
Right.
They want to ramen noodle their success. They want to throw it, like take a little frozen dinner meal. They throw it in the microwave and then boom, they're good. I get it. Most people don't want to ride the bus to get good at anything. But one of the things that I don't get is how do you feel any kind of sense of accomplishment if you know that you didn't really earn it?
Right.
Well, and so, we were talking before the podcast, and I said it before, and I'll say it again. I understand, and we're not judging people who just want to get on and casually do something. This game has that. If you want to come do it, this game has something for everyone. But I would like to know in the comments or people who see this or Meme of Thieves or whatever, if you do cheat, and a little judgment, I'm going to throw it out there because I don't
Just a
understand it
smidge.
either. But what makes you do it? What do you gain out of it? Because there's a ton of things out there, and I get wanting things to be easy. I do, but I think there's a time and a place because you're robbing people who like not necessarily like us, but people who have definitely worked hard to get where they are. Um, or the new players. You make like my wife encountered a cheater first time we were playing, and there's no. Uh, they were hard cheating, hot micing, very obvious they were cheating, um, and it almost made her not want to play.
Right. I think, let's be real. We've all cheated at something. Like, I'm not going to lie. Back in the GoldenEye days, I was a screen cheating dude. Like, I'm telling you right now,
Oh yeah,
if
that
like,
split screen.
and it wasn't even like,
Halo, the original.
man, I didn't mean to look. No, dude, I meant to look. I ain't looked on purpose. I did it 100%. Like, I looked at your screen and I cheated you, bro, and I ain't even sorry about it. But
like OG Halo.
right, we're talking like,
Mhm.
you're taking like money, like actual money. Sometimes, I mean, like, I'm assuming a lot of these are probably subscription based. I know, like BattleNet or BattleLog. I don't know. One of them is like you pay like $30 a month to use the hack, and then like when your subscription's up, or you could just hop on for like a few dollars a day, and now you have aimbot for the day or whatever. So that's sort of interesting to me that you would need to cheat. It honestly reminds me of which a lot of things remind me of baseball because I'm a massive baseball fanatic. I could probably hold my
And it
own.
is presently baseball season right now.
Yeah, I could probably hold my
He just
own.
has poor taste in teams, but I mean,
Yeah, if
we
I don't know if anybody's interested, but I could probably do a part-time podcast on the Minnesota Twins and the comings and goings of their team.
more goings than comings.
Excuse me, we have
Oh, I'm sorry.
maybe the greatest
Stick to the point
shortstop
here.
of modern day. Uh, but anyway, long story short, what it reminds me of is the steroid era, where all these
Oh,
guys are
yes.
like, putting on all this muscle. Because I'm telling you right now, Mark McGuire as a A was not like Mark McGuire as a Cardinal looked like he ate two Mark McGuires as an A.
Oh yeah, and
And
Barry
What, Daryl
Bonds
Strawberry?
was
yes,
tall and skinny, and then by the time he retires, he's a
Then he,
tank.
and that's how
then
I
he
kind of
wasn't. And then you got Barry Bonds, who's got like the weird acromegaly in his head.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I think the thing
Or not Barry Bonds, Daryl Strawberry.
with the cheating is like, so like you could tell those guys were roiding. You can tell when someone who's new to the game is cheating because they don't know how to play the game. Like they
Yep.
it's kind of like build mode in Fortnite, right? You can just go in, get all crazy, and then just build a wall if you get in trouble. Can't do that when you're playing Call of Duty. You got to take cover, you know.
Yeah.
So
Or
Unless you got those wall cheats.
in those drop shots.
right, yeah, I always sucked at all those games. I guess what I'm saying is it ruins the environment of the game for the people who are playing. I cheated on The Sims like everyone else, unlimited money, but the devs put that cheat in. It's different in my head.
You played The Sims.
Oh yeah, dude.
I did too, man. I did too. I totally
I've
played
got
Sims.
I've got a whole
Look,
dude,
Let's don't
do
miss the real
not-
point here, guys. Y'all played The Sims.
yeah. Let me tell you
No,
something
hey,
right
look.
now.
Do not harsh on our simulated dollhouse, all right?
Let me tell you
Oh,
something
my
right now.
God.
See,
Oh man.
Sea of Thieves is a cool game. All right, but before I was Meme of Thieves, I was streaming on Twitch to a small patch of people, and we played The Sims. And I'm gonna tell you right now, that game gave me like a mental breakdown, and I'm I'm gonna tell you why. I was a writer.
I'm over here crying right now.
Were you wait? Were you locked in a room where you didn't have access to a toilet?
Oh.
Is that what happened?
No. What happened? I was married to a beautiful girl. I can't remember her name. Beautiful Sims, and I was a writer. I have no
Okay, I
idea.
was gonna say wifey.
I have no idea what she did. Right, my wife on the game, and her sister started hanging around all the time. And she would, my wife was slaving away. I was a writer. I had a lot of books published. I had that money coming in, that mailbox money, and and so the mailbox money is coming in, and the sister started flirting with me all the time. It was a bad deal, and I'm honest to God. I'm not joking you. The game gave me a mental complex because I felt dirty because I was like trying to figure out how to not have any interactions with the sister because I was married to the other sister because like in my head I couldn't even on the game be unfaithful.
Oh my god.
So then what I did was I put the sister in a closet upstairs and took the door away until she died. Um
Wow.
so
Okay, wait,
That got dark
wait,
quick.
hold up. So infidelity, no good. Murder,
Yeah.
I mean,
The
you
only game
know,
I've ever played that I felt dirty playing was Leisure Suit Larry.
yeah.
the whole purpose of that game is to make you feel like a sleazeball. That game was written
And I
and
beat it
produced by
twice.
sleazeballs.
I
The
bet
game.
I bet you did beat it twice.
The game, seriously, just the game.
Game. It's the game.
So anyway, I murdered my wife's sister, and then we lived happily ever after. Um, she was she was sad for
I
a
feel
minute.
like every 5 seconds, one of us should go in the game as you're discussing this. Like,
Right.
I murdered my wife's sister, so in the game.
Yes, in the game, in the game.
In the game.
Yes. The Adventures of the Sims was a fun time. We're talking about the Adventures on Sea of Thieves, obviously, because we're just kind of sailing
We
around.
got a little sidetracked.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's
I
it's
still
okay.
can't believe you played The Sims and it emotionally affected you the way it did.
it really did. It really got in my head.
Oh man.
So
I'm really intrigued by this character revelation.
I feel like we should
Honestly.
have a show just on your Sims experience.
Oh,
I feel
brother.
like that's a
Hey.
rabbit hole that we could go down.
I
with
will do it right now. I'll tell you one more story from this whole experience.
Oh, God.
So when I first got my house built, like I built a little house, right? It was really cool
in the game.
in the game. So for those of you that don't know, I do HVAC and I dabble like in electrical work and like plumbing and that sort of thing. I like oversee some bids of like construction, so like I know a lot about it. So like I was sort of a nerd in the sense of like, okay, this is how this works and like this is the HVAC. So like my house was like I was going through all this. So anyway, everyone's like, man, you need to get a wife. Well, I lived right by a park. So I
Just
go
kidnap one.
on The Sims. I go
In the
outside.
game.
Yeah. I go outside and I've got the camera panned all the way up so I can like see the area so I can find a girl or a woman to talk to and in the game. And I find one. I approached her and I started talking, and then I panned the camera down. It was a little kid
In the game.
in the game.
In the game.
So chat's rolling, and I was like, no, I didn't know, because the camera angle. And somebody wrote in chat, you explained that to the judge, you creep.
In the game.
In the game.
In the game.
Oh man.
So
That's amazing.
before we wrap it up, I want to read this review. Somebody, I'm not going to say any names. Actually, I don't think it gives a name, and I'm sure that his name is not Tony Hard 69. Maybe it is. It says, I started playing Sea of Thieves a few days ago, and as a new player, I literally spent the first 2 days dead, sunk, wanting to smash my keyboard. It was so bad, the toxic level of grieving, I actually gave up on Sea of Thieves. There should be a period here, but there's not. It's all one sentence. But I stood zero chance and wasn't allowed to play the game by seasoned veterans. And again, I'm saying this, like we talked about it earlier before we started recording. If you are starting the game, it's a large learning curve. It's not a game.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a game that you are going to be good at in one night. It's not a game that you're going to be good at in 2 weeks. It's not a game on certain nights that you're going to be particularly good at after 4 years of playing. You're going to have nights that you suck. You're going to run into crews.
We've had our face smashed down.
It's like starting day one was one thing. Starting now, this game is a beast. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's ridiculous from where it started.
Well, little things that people don't take for granted, like You don't have to. We have harpoons. Didn't have harpoons when we started. Back in
Right.
my day, there were no megalodons.
We didn't have rowboats.
I often make the joke, like, if we don't buy a storage crate, that we have to like hand cart stuff back and forth in our pockets. And I often make the joke like, "Oh, we're playing like it's 2018."
2018 style.
Yeah.
Because that's how it was.
So then he said, then I found wall hacks. And like many of you, I was a little unsure what if I get banned? What if it's a scam? Are the devs any good? Then I saw the price a month, access Sea of Thieves hacks, and I was like, wow, that's it. Let's give it a go. I mean, I can't play the game. Who cares if they ban me? So, long story short, people don't want to ride the bus, so they cheat. They don't want to put the time in to get good. They want to just like it's like somebody wants to play the guitar and they wake up and they're like, tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and be as good as Stevie Ray Vaughan. Like, without practicing. That's kind of how I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, or at least somebody who's been doing it for years. You know?
Right.
It's, hey, they're good. Why shouldn't you be immediately?
That's exactly what it is. It's the same thing when you see all these like how to grow a Twitch stream videos. It's like the same. Oh, the top 5 things you need to know to grow on Instagram. I can tell you what they are, and you're not gonna like them because it takes work. It's not have good wishful thoughts, interact with people, follow a bunch of people. What it is you find something you want to talk about, like, I don't know, Meme of Thieves, and you freaking make all the original content you can make, and you pump it out as hard as you can pump it out on the Instagram. By the way, you're pumping it out on Instagram. Sorry.
Yeah, my mind went there. Sorry.
On the Instagram.
On the
On
Instagram.
yes.
And you just get nobody. If you're a Sea of Thieves content creator, nobody wants to see your Meg picture. Sorry, nobody wants to see your barrel
that's just
emote.
gonna make everybody mad.
Nobody wants to see your like super cool Sea of Thieves pictures. That's not what people are into. What people want to see is your original content and what you can do, and like what is original about you, what's unique. And if it is super cool Meg shots, God.
So, the short story behind this, guys, is we're just curious about what, if you do hack, what makes you hack? What do
Right.
you get out of it? What is the benefit? Because these cosmetics they're okay, you know.
And if you do
And
hack, I
but
want your
who's
gamer
gonna care?
tag. I want your gamer tag. I need your gamer tag in the comments and a clip of you hacking.
Honestly, look, I don't care about that. I just want, you can post anonymously. I just want
Yeah, that was a joke. I don't care.
your perspective, because we're still gonna play, we're still gonna fight, we're still gonna have a good time.
Oh yeah.
And chances
when I check my list and your name's on it, I'm gonna be like, yeah, that dude was totally hacking. He couldn't kill me in a fair fight.
and then I'm gonna
Just playing.
and just
that guy.
I'm that guy. No,
and just know I'm gonna send you an L in your inbox when I know you cheated and you still lost.
yeah.
So anyway, wrapping all this up, this episode was absolutely off the rails. We were I'm gonna say we were crosswind full sail with the brig, just sailing east to East Jesus nowhere at Mock Jesus. We were rolling, okay?
Leave that one alone.
Yeah,
But hey,
okay.
everybody, thanks for coming out and spending time with us. Thanks for being cool on the Instagram. Hope to catch you guys on the seas. Look for our gamer tags. Tag us in Meme of Thieves. What are all the channels?
Yeah, what's the YouTube Broforce?
So believe it or not, the YouTube is Meme of Thieves. It'll be so you can actually watch this.
Shocker.
Yeah,
Shocker.
you can actually watch this whole episode.
We made this complicated.
Definitely messed that up. You can watch this whole episode. There's actually some videos. If you go to it where we're actually talking about the hacking, you can see a video that I maybe lifted from a screen captured from the website that sells the hacks, so you can actually see what it looks like, which they probably don't want on YouTube, which is why it wasn't embedded from YouTube on their website. You can check that out. And we're on Spotify, obviously, Meme of Thieves, and then Instagram, Meme of Thieves. Everything's Meme of Thieves. We're on Twitch too. We're working on schedules.
Sure.
This is I'm really excited.
Yeah.
The easiest way,
the assistant coach.
right? The easiest way to get a hold of us if you want to talk to us directly is on Meme of Thieves on Instagram. You just send me a message and we will respond. We have nothing better to do but talk about Sea of Thieves.
And Sims apparently.
A lot. And the Sims. Don't you sass.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you
Oh,
right
I
now,
sassed.
you're tempting me to. I don't know how Sims of Thieves is gonna work. I don't know how we're gonna rename it, but there's definitely a spin-off thing. We're gonna do giveaways where have like a basement, right, with 8 rooms, and we'll pick 8 people to do the giveaway, and then we'll name the Sims after those 8 people, and then whoever dies last wins.
Oh, well, I've never played Sims, so yeah,
What?
Wow.
yeah, I don't play those type games, but you know, hey, it could be funny.
Could be funny. We will see you guys next week. I'm looking forward to it, and until then,
Yep. Y'all have a good week, everybody.
until then, some pirate catchphrase.
Yeah, until then, grab the booty. Arr.
Please.